Okay. Where we left off, Hall and Michaela were being boring. This was the first time you guys seen it. I've seen it so many times by now that it gets old really quick. Alrighty, hands are going in pockets because it's too cold for this. I'm a Floridian and 48 degrees is not what I signed up for when I wanted to live here. I didn't choose to live here, but I'm stuck here. Nonetheless, where we left off, Hall and Michaela were being boring. Talking about their feelings, blah, blah, blah. Show me some dick now. I want to see some sexy bonfire clips. I want to see some fucking, and I want to see some action. Now, a big takeaway for episode 3. Hey, welcome to episode 3. Great is a big old slut. If you couldn't tell, from when he already cheated on Paris, he is a big old nasty slut. I mean, just, yeah. One of those. Now, aside from exiting Paris from his mind, as he would call it in one of his confessionals, he just decides to pull different girls for cuddles in his room. It's a bit odd, I will say, because this is after the first 1 or 2 nights, and he's already getting straight into the nitty-gritty. We're on Temptation Island. We're here for a fuck session, dude. I need to be like Kendall in, what was it?
Love Island.
No, what season?
Season of Love Island?
Of Temptation Island, the one we're watching. Season 3. Kendall, season 3 of Temptation Island was a fuck machine. I mean, that boy was getting down with 1, 2 girls, getting into a throuple. One of them didn't want to be in a throuple. I mean, it's just a fucking mess. Now that I have that out the way, on the flip side, Paris is already talking about sucking me if there were no cameras. Granted, I kind of get it. Hey, Tajik is that good looking. So, I mean, if it wasn't her, it was going to be me. I think the funniest thing about this show is, you know, when these people pick someone else to go on a date with them, they obviously try their hardest to look their best and look, you know, as attractive as possible for a possible mate, and also someone who's submissive and breedable enough to procreate and start a family of small children to then raise to a militia to overthrow the government. Nonetheless, Paris can't ride a bike. She's like 22, 23 years old. She can't ride a bike. I don't know if she's ever ridden a bike, but they just left her. They straight up just left her there. Nobody taught her. Nobody helped her. They said,
yeah, no, we have a shuttle. Meet us at the fucking drop point and figure it out. Otherwise, you're going to have to hike it.
Because there are no training wheels.
I'm a little sad and I'm disappointed in myself because Tajik had to ride the bike by himself and I don't know how to ride a bike. Okay, I'll wait here.
So after Paris completed her 30-mile trek up some sort of cliff or mountain, I'm assuming some very odd, isolated spot they have them take their dates in, her and Taj get to talking. Now, in my opinion, Taj is being very real. He doesn't really get too deep because he doesn't feel it. He's not feeling it, at least from what I gathered. Honestly, she wasn't asking questions that were super deep to begin with, and she wanted deep answers, and he couldn't give them to him. And she was pissed that she wasn't getting the fucking answer she wanted. But if you're just asking,
Hey, Colin, are you feeling today?
you're gonna say,
Yellow?
and with the question mark, because you know what the fuck kind of question that is. Nonetheless, Tajik is going to be a recurring theme in this season with Paris. You'll understand. Now, things back at the men's villa. Whoo, it's 48 degrees here, but it's hot and fucking steamy at the men's villa where they're having a fucking burlesque party. Now, obviously, with everyone being here on the island, they come with honey packs equipped in their suitcase already. Everyone is hot and horny. Now, we have Tia. Tia's getting a little pressed. She has her eyes on Rob, and he's not really feeling her. He's getting hot and horny and handsy with Dez, who he actually chooses to be her mate for the island time. They seemingly form a connection from this burlesque party, and they kind of decide to just keep fingering each other. Now, the girls, every time there's a party, everyone's having a party. No one's going without a party. When the boys are having a burlesque party, the girls are having a boys and babes party. Now, Paris wants Taj for one thing and one thing only, and that is wine panikaki. Me want your thing in my thing. Let's make a thing. She wants his dick, and she makes that overtly clear just by saying, if the cameras weren't here, I'd suck his dick and balls and taint right now. If there are no cameras, I'd suck his dick right now. I'd gobble him up. Again, I can't blame her. Now, in the prior video, I was speaking about how Vanessa is just weird and a little possessive and controlling, and this starts to seep through with Bryce. She's just getting very overprotective of a man who's not her man. That I will never get.
How did you feel about me being on a date today?
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, but why are you so supportive about this? Like, it's pissing me off.
What am I supposed to say? Like,
Yo, I fucking missed you today. I was thinking about you today. I was thinking about how your day went.
it's not that I didn't miss you today. Like, I was thinking about you, but it's like we're brand new, and I didn't want to take away from your experience because I'm a normal person and you're kind of crazy a little bit, and you're scaring me, and I peed.
Nonetheless, Hall is starting to feel Michaela more and get Caitlyn out of the back of his mind. But as all good things come to an end, we have messy bonfire time. Now, I spoke about bonfires before. If this is your first time seeing this series, bonfires are when every person from the original couple sit down with the girls and the guys sit down with the guys, and they see all the wrongdoings their partner has done. Maybe not even wrongdoings. Honestly, it could just be like things that stick out from one point to up to the point of the bonfire. Now, it depends who they have go first. Sometimes ladies will go first and we'll see all of the ladies' boyfriends mess up, and then we'll see all the boys go with all the boys' girlfriends, or vice versa. It honestly depends on who
Mark Wahlberg wants to fuck first.
Now, for this bonfire, the ladies will start. They begin with Caitlyn, who is being shown how Hall is willing to throw away the entire engagement for Michaela, the lady he just met like a few days ago, and already wants to make her a mother of his kids. No bullshit. They pan it back over to her, and she just dies a little bit inside.
I've always been so desperate to find a woman who wants a family. Okay? Caitlyn is not there. I don't see the light in her eyes.
Because why? Her and Hall have talked about having kids. When? Like right now, probably, because they've been together for 10,000 years. And guess what? No kids. No kids are on Temptation Island, and she is watching her man get absolutely ransacked and love bombed. Maybe not love bombed. She probably meant it. But with all these feelings, it's over. I'm the captain now.
It's over now. I'm the captain now.
Now, they go ahead and pan it over to Paris. Again, a recurring theme you'll see throughout the videos, Paris and bonfires do not go well together. They show a clip to Paris. It's not funny, it's a little funny. Of Greg getting a wild lap dance and him in the confessional basically saying, Paris, out of my mind. Not seeing her, not thinking about her. I'm doing me. And if anybody, man or woman, says I'm doing me, they are doing everything that walks and can consent.
I don't want to think about Paris. I just want to have fun. I just want to block Paris off from my head and just focus on Nafisa and the other girls and see how it goes from there. That's how I think.
And of over the age of 18, obviously. Nonetheless, she begins to cry and lets us know, oh, I don't cry, I never cry. You know, I just never feel protected by him. So, Mark L. Wahlberg, being the therapist that he is, talks her off the cliff that she's about to throw herself off of. Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god! Oh, and gets her to come back to reality a little bit and just, you know, be the better you. And I talked about him being a mindfucker. He is, absolutely. But he is also one hell of a therapist on this damn show. And if he wasn't there, I guarantee you someone would have killed themselves by now. So hey, the saucy part is here. They're showing Vanessa. And they show her the clip of how Rob is, you know, never validated within his feelings. And how he feels like she embarrasses him and makes him feel small for being younger, even though she chose him. And the crowd is confused. What? Just a little bit, because she's upset about him speaking on this. But she was over here talking about how she wants to blow Bryce's back out. That's a little weird to me. Also, I didn't mention why I'm in this setting. I'm at my parents' house. I'm not home. Usually I film these at home. I'm not at home. Nonetheless, very stunned and confused at how Vanessa just decides to fuck Bryce one day and then see Roberto trying to get over her. And then she gets upset about it. He needs help. Now, Maricela sees Chris, her boyfriend, just again talking about his feelings, being vulnerable and opening up a bit to another girl. And, you know, he's crying, and then it kind of cuts to another clip of basically him stroking her shit on the dance floor excessively. And I feel so bad for her because she's just talking about how she never feels good enough and how she never feels perfect. And she could never grow into herself because she feels this way.
Upgrade to a better version of you? Is that the fear?
I'm not where I want to be. I'm not. Mentally, emotionally, financially. I'm not where I want to be.
Okay. How much, if you had to weigh it, are you looking for his approval of you?
A lot.
And it is, she started crying and I felt so bad because she seems so nice. Now, fuck. Now for the boys' bonfire. We have Chris starting us off, and it's Maricela talking about how the things or rules that she has set for Chris within their relationship are rather normal. Mind you, Chris is seeing her talking about their relationship rules to another guy. What the fuck is up with that light? And mind you, for me personally, I feel like these are normal rules. You know, hey, where are you? What time are you getting home? If he's not at home, is he safe? Is he cool? I'm gonna pass out if you keep blinking. I feel like that's pretty normal to want to know where your partner is. And bro, what is happening? Like that, I feel like all that is normal. Wanting to know that your partner's okay and your partner's safe. And if you get upset at that, it's probably because you're doing some sus. That's just up to me. Now, we have Great. Again, the guy who wants to Paris out of his mind and do his own thing, sees Paris talking about wanting to suck Tajik's pee-pee, dick and balls, and penis. And guess his feeling. He didn't really say much. If you guess his feeling was upset, you're partially right. The look on his face lets me know that he is coming back. On the way back to the villa, he is ripping a honey pack, walking in with the hard dick. And just, again, remember that friendly fire bit in the last video? Same fucking thing. This guy is gonna go fucking nuts. That's it. What happened to the other guys in the bonfire? Who knows? Oh my god. I guess you'll find out on the next episode.